What? Episode 8 of the anime series Island. Summer 2018 anime series Island. What the actual fuck? What the hell? I'm watching this episode, and it's good, it's decent. Following on from air quotes Setsuna's going after Rene, and you know, they're making their way to this island and thinking, oh, maybe there's a wormhole, and finding the original Setsuna and all this shit. And then completely, like, halfway to 3/4 of the way through the episode, boom, blind transition. He wakes up back at home. Rene is dead. And at that point, my physicality, you know, my bodily sort of reaction with my movements and things, I became a combination of Rodney Dangerfield and Robert De Niro. I'm like, huh? What? I don't know where to begin. I don't know where to begin. And let me just say, as a science fiction fan, a sci-fi fanatic, most especially revolving around the genre of time travel, is there any fucking time travel in this series? I'm sorry. But a stasis capsule, suspended animation, is not time travel. Oh, sure, it makes the passage of time, if you are, you know, the person inside the mechanism, if you're the pilot or the passenger, yeah, you kind of feel like you've traveled through time, because you would be knocked out, theoretically ageless, and you could wake up a minute from when you went in to 10,000 years, as they say. And to you, it would only be moments later. But it's not time travel. Where do they get this concoction that if this Setsuna steps inside, he can go back in time? That's a little bit of a... Where'd they come up with that? You know, that is the Atolke atomic bomb explosion of what the fuckery. But then again, that's only the second in this episode. The first is, hey, we're going to fix up our boat. We're going to go back home. And then, boom, I wake up and, oh, she's dead. That's like, here, I'm going to introduce you to my friend Bob. Here's Bob. This is Bob. Meet Bob. Bob is dead. You just blinked and he's dead. What? I have been watching Island from the word go. Immediately attuned to the tropical vistas, you know, the beautiful look, the awe and splendor of the look of this series. That's what drew me in initially. What has kept me watching, what has kept my eyes attuned to my screen during every single episode, subsequent to that, has been this grand mystery. I have been calling it into question from the word go ever since they first, you know, sort of tipped their hat to the concept of time travel. Is time travel really even going to be a thing? Or is this just like, you know, if I woke up out of a coma, I would say, oh, man, did I time travel? Like, that's what this you know, main sort of Setsuna guy, he brings up, like, you know, and of course surrounding characters are talking about time travel as well. He feels like he's from the future and he's gone back to the past. I feel like I will only buy that when I see it happen, because it has, you know, from the word go, from the very first mention of time travel, it has occurred to me, seemed to me, appeared to me to be just grasping at straws speculation for the characters. It seems to me that all of the talk of time travel, every single time it's mentioned, it's quashed. You know, the little chick with the afro whose name escapes me off the top of my head because I'm just so startled by the shit editing, the shit transition in this episode. You know, she has these visions or whatever that seem to depict her in the future with a giant rack. She's got huge breasts in the future. But then we find out, no, there's no time travel. There was no singularity. There was no wormhole. That was her mother. So that was quashed. Is this Setsuna the original Setsuna that Rene remembers? Did she travel through time, not aging, being ageless for that 5 years she was missing? No. It was a stasis capsule. What about this Setsuna? Was he the original? No. They just found his corpse. So time travel, every time, every single fucking time they mention it, it's not immediately, but it is irrevocably, inevitably quashed as an actual functioning program of this story. But fuck all of that. I don't care, because what the fuck? Within the blink of an eye, Renee's here. She's happy. She's the happiest she's ever fucking been, even though she just found out Setsuna, the original Setsuna, has been long since dead. But he managed to succeed at saving her life, but boom, she's dead. Fuck it, boom, she's dead. But then again, we never see the body. We never see the corpse. How do we know this isn't some sort of grand fuckery going on by the people, the occupants of this island, to mess with the mentality of the main character, Setsuna, where, you know, he's just being fed this information. They're trying to manipulate him and fuck around with him. Maybe, you know, Rene is not dead. Maybe they drugged him up so he would forget having returned home safe and sound and have these strange, suggestive, hypnotized visions of her death, because he never looks in the fucking coffin. All he can do is take the word of Renee's mother. And as far as I'm concerned, everybody on this fucking island is cocked. They're fucking psycho. All of this revolving around this grand mythological thing, and oh, there are all these artifacts now that they've been studying, and they all point back to this myth, and some of this technology is advanced, you know, either it's eons old and it's from an advanced society that came before humanity, or it's from the future and was sent back. It's like, it seems like they're blowing so much fucking smoke up Setsuna's ass, if that's even his fucking name. But who cares? Renee, in the blink of an eye, boom, she's alive, boom, she's fucking dead. What the fuck did I just watch? Can somebody answer that? Please let me know in the comments below. Based on what I've seen on my anime list, somebody who's familiar with the source material suggests that if this series is only 12 episodes long, at this point, they've just reached the crux of the story and there's not enough time to really, you know, fit it all in. And I'm just like, what? Who cares? They just killed her off in the blink of an eye. No rhyme or reason, no explanation, just inexplicably, boom, she's dead. Boom, boom, she's dead. Holy shit. I've been griping about Happy Sugar Life. I've been griping about Hataraku Sayabo. This fucking series just double with whatever the fuck that was. I'm holding on by a fucking thin thread now. Like, I just can't wait to see how this culminates, how this continues from this point. Is there any rhyme or reason for a level of, you know, redemption? Can they make up for this fuckery in the last span of episodes, if it is indeed only going for 12? I don't know. I don't know. Oh my god. I definitely did not expect to have this reaction, lest want to record a video about it, because I sheerly cannot believe what I just experienced, what I just watched. Explain it to me, Lucy, because I got no fucking clue what the fuck that just was. And with that, if you would like to support my content on YouTube, I have a PayPal URL for donations. I would be really grateful for you to take the time and consider making a donation, a contribution to my channel. You can do so formatted to a monthly basis or a one-time only. You can, you know, put a little notation that you would like some notoriety in a future video, things of that nature. But if you enjoy this discourse, this conversation back and forth, if you enjoy my content, it would be 2 thumbs up from me if you at least gave that some consideration. And again, let me know in the comments below, what the fuck was that? Because I don't know. You know, I have no idea. And otherwise, that'll be pretty much it for me on this. Hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.